Hello. I'm going to do, I still have my cold. I'm going to do it currently inked. I wasn't sure I was going to do one this month because I don't know how I feel about the inks that I've chosen. And let's see. Currently inked. Well, let's go through what I had in January. Oh, I still have that one inked. I forgot about that. The Jinhao 248 Stub Colorverse Shiny Black. I think I'm realizing that with my messed up vision, I'm not seeing shimmer as much as I used to. Diatramentis Document Brown. I did this in my planner. Where's my planner? I just had it. One second. It was right next to me. So what was I saying about crappy vision? So what I've been doing in my planner is just, as a pen is kind of running out of ink, I've just been using that in here and, doing kind of every other week. This is like ballpoint. This is my shark. Jinhao shark. That was the Sailor, Progress Slam, Tatcha, and that was like it. I ran out. And this is back to the shark because I really just like the shark the best. This was the Document Brown, and it was boring. I don't know how else to put it. I mean, it's a fine pilot nib, and so it was writing bigger than I wanted it to, and it smeared a couple times, and I don't know. I didn't have any fun with that, and luckily the ink ran out. It was okay when I actually wrote a journal entry with it. The Esterbrook with the Kaweco Caramel Brown is still going. The Bone Crusher, the Monbato's hat, I wasn't feeling that ink, so I cleaned it out. Ritter's Writers with Diatramentis Document Gray, I wrote that dry. Bainu Love Story with FPUK Blue Monday, Diamond and FPUK Blue Monday, wrote that dry. The Admock with the Pannonia, wrote that dry. Wow. I've been writing letters. I'm on fire, guys. Wrote that dry. This was inked for all of like 15 minutes. I think I wrote a journal entry with it and I absolutely hated it so much. The Urban Vert Olive. These were all the ones that were done after I filmed my currently ink video. This is the Franklin Christoph 1.5 with Kaweco Summer Purple. That's still going. You know, I think I'm not going to do these in my currently ink because I put them in my, fun pins kind of parallel currently inked video, and those are all just still exactly what they are. Jinhao Shark still going. The Kaweco Sport Macchiato opened in my pocket and dumped all its ink all over me, and that was fun. And so I kind of went on a pocket pin hunt, and I think that's a video coming out, but you'll see the pin and hear my woes. So currently inked. Let's see. Where's my cheat sheet? All right. So since my last currently inked, I got another Esterbrook. There was a video. I'm going to try not to stick my head in the screen, but like I've tried to zoom in a little bit on this. Hopefully it's zoomed in enough so people can see it. So loving this. Esterbrook. SD. Funky Lake. And this is a fine nib, and it's a very, very wet fine nib, or this is very wet ink. I don't know which one it is. This is Colorverse San Francisco Bay, and this was a SF Pin Show exclusive. And I got the sample from Simona. Very happy with this one. And I actually was able to write a journal entry with this blue, and it was okay. I didn't feel stressed out that it was too bright, because that's a thing. All right, so, you know, I'm just not going to do this in color order because I already screwed it up. I'm just going to grab them in the order that they're in my pin sleeve. So it's just got them in my pin sleeve. All right, so I'll do the other Esterbrook. I haven't been picking this one. I do this weird thing with this pin that I love this pin so much that I try and savor it and don't use it. Does that make any sense? No. And then I catch myself and then I write with it and then I love it and I write like 5 entries with it. This is my extra fine stub, and this is not the extra fine stub that comes from Esterbrook. This was ground by Annabelle. So I hear that theirs is a little bit sharper. This is kind of like, as I told her to kind of make it like a journaler nib, but, you know, an extra fine one. This is, I'm still in my Kavico ink kick. Kavico caramel brown. Because I'm trying to use cartridges. Because I have this huge stash of cartridges. And I'm just trying to use at least one at all times. All right, so now we'll just keep doing the Esterbrook. This is the Esterbrook Camden and Rose. And this is a fine Schmidt nib. And this is Robert Oster Violet Clouds. I have not decided how I feel about this ink. I mean, it's pretty. It's pretty, but it seems when I start to write with it, it dumps all the shimmer, and then it kind of gets a little bit darker and a little bit warmer as I go. I mean, it just depends on how much I care. Sometimes I just don't care, and sometimes I'm like, this has ruined everything in my whole life. What is in this pen? Oh, I remember. This is the Admog M800, and I'm calling it Purple Swirl. It just had some number on the one that I bought. And this is a fine Schmidt. I love this pen. I'm trying not to get another one because I don't need more pins. And this is Robert Oster Sydney Lavender. So this is supposed to kind of be like the Great Owl, but it's not really. It's much darker. It's a lovely color. I do like it, but it's not a Great Owl. Jeffrey from Oaken Ink has an idea for a mix to try. This one's almost gone because I've been writing with it. I think I just love this nib. This is my medium sig nib from Franklin Christoph. This is Franklin Christoph Model 2. And this is a medium sig nib and diamine handle. And I got this bottle from Michaela, who started a channel. It's called Penfilled, I think, and I will put a link in the description. She's she comes to our London Fountaineers meetup. And this one is, so this pen, an ink combo, is a holdover from last month. So this is the TWSBI Eco Transparent Rose. And what I've been doing is I'm doing journal entries of stuff like if I am ranting or something, and I don't really want people to be able to read it very well if I accidentally show it on the interwebs. Yeah, I've been writing in this, so I think I'm always going to have a light ink for that purpose. And this is Kobe strawberry chocolate. Did I have this inked last month? See, I'm loving having all my currently inked right next to each other because I could just flip back. I did not. Okay, yeah, so in the meantime, I inked that up. And that's kind of working, because can you read what I wrote? Maybe not. And let's see. Now we're into this pen sleeve. Or actually, I could just go to this one. This is my Kaweco Brass Sport, and that is... Why is this always coming loose? I like this pen a lot. But I had some issues, and if you watch my video on the next pen, you'll see what those issues were. Kaweco Brass Sport. And it's not that, you know, it makes me smell like a penny. I don't mind that. And this is Kaweco Smoky Gray. And I think something was inked up with this last month, wasn't it? No. Oh, that's right, because I got, I was given cartridges of this in the meantime from 2 different sources. So Mitt sent me some, and then, not the My Life Mitt, and then Christine gave me a whole box. So I'm good for cartridges, and I like this color. It's kind of a pinky gray. So I bought then this, the Hongdian M2. And when I first inked it up, I swapped out my Fude nib from my Hongdian Black Forest. I can't write with Fude nib with this pen because it is slippery. Now, I'm fine if I'm writing with it. This is Roar and Cleaner Sketch ink, if I can write that. And this is now a fine nib, not a Fude nib. And this, why am I doing it that way? Ugh. This is the, I just said what it was, Hongdian M2 Caramel Brown. And so this is, it's slippery, except for when I'm writing with it. And when I'm writing with it, weirdly, you know, knowing my issue with threads, I kind of touch the threads and it doesn't bother me. It kind of lets me hold on to it. But if I pull this out of my pen sleeve or pocket, I end up throwing it across the room because the damn pen's so slippery. It's really pretty. It doesn't squeak. Like, it doesn't make any noises that bothers me. I recommend that if you do have use it, you tighten it a little bit when you're closing it, because otherwise it'll open on its own. So I have not come across my perfect pocket pen. I should actually do my Traveler's Company again and see how that goes. Okay, so I'm not going to do this one because that's one of the 1.5 stubs. Maybe I'll do them at the end. I don't know. I can't decide. All right, so this is my Beinu Euphoria love story, and, you know, it's got to be kind of inked for Valentine's Day, and oh my gosh. Okay, so let's see. Beinu Euphoria love story, and this is a fine nib, and this is Pilot Urashizuku Kosumosu. Now, I loved this ink last time I used it, and it's right now beaming neon at me. I don't know. Bright colors stress me out for writing. So people are going to get letters written with this. And I'm trying to make collage papers, like I did this one. I think it'll look okay on this one. Because like a lot of the other collage I did is it's not gonna go. I won't be able to write with it, and there's no way. I did write with it once in my journal, and I was like, ugh, I hate that. It took over all the imagery. This is my Ritter's Writers. And this is just this pen's just always inked up because I adore the nib. And it's the only pen I've got that I could put a Bach nib in. But it's a really comfortable pen. It's a really nice pen. This is Ritter's Writers Cadmus. And the blank is Valley Girl by Mackenzie Penworks. It's a diamond cast. And this is a medium cursive italic, ground by Annabelle. I was in a mood when the sign-ups were happening for Annabelle, and so I'm gonna have to wait in line later in the day because I didn't know when she was gonna post the sign-ups, and I couldn't just hang out on her website all day waiting for that. Anyways, this is Kaweco Ruby Red. Now, I only have this one cartridge of this, and I think I'm okay with that because I think I've got colors that are just really similar to it. It had been in, I guess it wasn't in this. So at first it was in this pen, and I realized I was never going to get through this ink in this pen because the fine nib in this is like an extra fine almost. So I put the smoky gray in this one, and I put the ruby red in this one, and I think I'll just be sending people letters with red ink because I think there's a bunch. Look how many times it takes to undo this. Yeah, look how much is still left. All right, everybody's getting red letters from me. All right, so it looks like I've got space. I will do my 1.5s. What is this pen number again? 248. And this is a Jin Hao 248. This is a Lamy 1.5 nib, and this is color verse shiny black. To be honest with you, I'm not finding very many instances to use this. I have used it a couple times in my journal to kind of make a title, but not much. I've used this one more because I like the color, kind of makes more sense sometimes. And this is Franklin Christoph. Not sure about this nib. Just saying. Model 19. And this is 1.5, and this one's from Opus 88. But it kind of hard starts a bit, see? And this is Kaweco Summer Purple, one of the best purples, if you ask me. All right. I filmed my currently inked. So, yeah, I think that's really bright for me. I don't know how much longer that one's going to go. Don't know how much longer this will go. This ink would probably look good in one of these. Oh, look at the condensation in these things. So, might look better in one of these parallels. Yeah, they're both doing it. Yep, currently inked. Yeah, I love this color very shiny black, but I just don't see the shimmer. But I guess I am seeing the shimmer. I think that must be what's making it shine, but my vision. My vision just stinks. That's it. That's what's going on. Currently inked. I tried to be a bit Valentine-y with my pinks and may have stressed myself out. All right. Bye.